Hey, it's Crusoe. Today I want to talk to you about the 1 year anniversary of my album, Love Me. When I started making the album, we'd been in the pandemic a few months, a lot of stress. I just wanted to get away from the thought of all of that. And I'm reminiscing a lot about my teenage years and going to parties and being involved with people and dealing with independence. I've actually got notes for this. The first track, Everyone Here is Falling in Love with Me. This is the second version of the song. There was an original one, which is worse. It was probably on the internet somewhere. If you try hard enough, you'll probably find it. The song is from the perspective of one of my friends. We're at a party and I'm watching everybody obsess over them, and I'm imagining what it's like to be them and have people do that to me. My favourite line from the song is, I've been feeling unkissed and stressed out, because I just love the emotion and intention and the thought of that the fact that I'm unkissed is the reason why I'm stressed out, which is true. The song is inspired by a Tame Impala track called Breathe Deeper, especially the synth outro ending. Originally, there was another version of this song, a remixed version that I had worked on with a local drum and bass artist, but we didn't end up releasing it because it was actually so much better than the original. I felt embarrassed, so we didn't end up putting it out because that's just how my brain works. But it was really good, and I would have loved for you to have heard it. That's better, right? That's better. Secondly, No God No. In this song, I'm comparing God to someone's flaky boyfriend, or like a toxic partner, or that kind of thing, which is a bit of a bold statement from me, but there we go. The bass line in this song is inspired by a song I heard in Magic Mike. It's called like Pony. My favourite line is the one where I talk about heaven on their minds, because that's from the musical Jesus Christ Superstar, and I thought that was quite clever at the time. It's kind of spiteful. I like it. I miss going outside. Well, this is the start of the pandemic. Kind of. It was June. I think I wrote this a bit earlier on actually. It's supposed to emulate that feeling of being in a beer garden in the summer. You know, you can smell the smoke, there's people talking, life is happening, not worried about any virus or anything like that. It's actually supposed to be background music. You're supposed to be able to put it on and just do other stuff while it's playing. Now I'm going to talk about one of my friend's favourite songs from the album, which is Rhythm. Rhythm is a copy and paste of a Daft Punk song, if I'm being honest. If you look up Instant Crush, Daft Punk, Julian Casablancas, it's just the same song, just slightly different words. I like the feel of it, it's fun, it's lively. Really would have liked to have performed that one at some point in some kind of show. All the songs on this album actually are designed to be performed in a show. That was the whole point. It was going to be my first debut, but COVID happened and I couldn't figure out how to do a live show from my bedroom, so we just didn't, and now we're here a year later and they haven't been performed. So these things happen, these things do happen. Next up we've got Love Me. Love me or don't, honestly, it's totally up to you. I'm not bothered either way. Something like that. Big, long title, ironic, heavily inspired by Tame Impala, all the synths and the drums and the soundscape thing that it's doing, heavily inspired by Tame Impala. The speaking in the background is just me, just rambling on about how I was feeling at the time, what it's like to live 2 minutes away from the ocean, and how I go there when I'm stressed out or worried, and just a massive expansive space, and if it's calm, it just really helps to ground me and keep me going, which is what I did a lot during the creating of this album. I'd write a bit, go down to the beach, headphones on, walk up and down, listen to it, really try and pick out what needed to be changed or messed around with until we got the finished product. Now we have There's a Man in My Room. Kind of spooky, kind of gothic, kind of dark, a bit mysterious. This song is really inspired by Chamber of Reflection by Mac DeMarco. If you play the songs, you could kind of hear it. The subject matter is about intrusive thoughts and how there's this presence in your head, and you don't know what to do with it, and the murder daydreams stuff. So quite dark if you actually think about it. I really like the song. I think it's pretty cool. Very different from the other stuff on the album for sure, but still good, pretty good. To close out the album, we have Letting Go. The version that you hear on the album is actually pitched down. I did this on purpose, so it sounds lazy and tired, and then it almost doesn't sound like me, because I have trouble letting things go. If you're my friend, you'll know that. And then it ends with the song fading out and then coming back in, but in reverse. And that's supposed to be the character can't actually let things go. They thought they could, but they can't. Now they're regressing back over all the stuff that they've just tried to figure out. Then also, you know, you're reversing, maybe go back and play the whole album again. That'd be pretty cool. Fun fact, this is the only physical version of the album that exists. It's 10 inches. It's got me on the back, signed, which is pretty cool. Other fun fact, Midnight Lover was supposed to be on this album, but I wasn't happy with it at the time, so I said no, it wasn't ready. Then I released the album, and then I realised, you know what, actually this is pretty good, but it was too late to then put it on the album, so I released it quite closely after. But they've got a lot of the same themes and the same sonic feelings and vibe. So yeah, that's Love Me, 1 year on. I've been Crusoe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.